Now guys, my roti is really simple. I tried to make my cooking in my kitchen as simple as you possibly can get it, because me not stay long in my kitchen, and the longer you stay in the kitchen the more you get bored. I'm gonna depend on that. So I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour here. I'm gonna add some sugar, some granulated sugar. I'm gonna also put some baking powder, also some salt, and a little bit of butter or margarine, maybe about 2 teaspoons of that. And I'm also going to be using milk instead of using water. So let's go with it. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and add my sugar in. I'm using a teaspoon, so I'm going to put about 2 teaspoons in there. If you want to use 1, you go ahead and use 1, but I'm going to use 2. 2 teaspoons of butter, less than a teaspoon of baking powder. I'm going to put a pinch of salt. So you just want to go ahead and mash up this thing here, the butter and the flour together. Just mash it up and combine everything together. You want it to look flaky. Pretty soft. So what I'm going to do next, guys, I'm going to go ahead and take that out, put it on my countertop, and get this thing ready. I have my soft dough here. So what I'm going to do next, I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit more flour to that. And then I'm just going to use all this flour and just hold it together. I'm going to let this dough sit. Before I start doing anything with it, I'm going to let it sit. I'm going to wrap it up into some plastic wrap, maybe about 20 minutes before I even start doing anything with this. And I'm going to just roll that like so, like this. Get my foil. Then I'm going to put it into my basin here. And after I do that, I'm going to get a paper towel, a wet paper towel, and just place it over it just like so. Okay, so it should look like that. I'm going to make it sit for about 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes. And then after that 25 minutes come, then we'll go ahead and start making the roti. So there you go, guys. The dough has been sitting for about 25 minutes. Now I'm going to take the paper towel off. I'm going to turn it out. And now it's time to make my roti. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go ahead and get my flour out. We're just going to roll this out a little bit. Just roll it out so. And then you just flip it on the other side. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my knife, slice it in 4 equal parts. So we're going to make 4 roti with this thing here. Then we're going to get a little bit more flour. Turn it to the other side and do the same step. I have some melted butter and some cooking oil in here. So you're definitely going to need this. You could warm it up in the microwave, it's even easier. I'm going to put my butter right on top of the dough. Give it a little split right in the middle there. Open it up with your knife. And then you start rolling. Just bring it in a circle. Just keep coming around in a circle. Just like so. And it's supposed to look just like so. You're going to take this finger here and push down everything in the middle, right in the center, just like the song said, in the center, right in there. So you go. It's supposed to look just like this. You turn it the other way and you do the same thing. You push it down and it's supposed to look like this. So I'm going to go ahead and do the others and then come back and let you see how that look on the plate. All right, well, okay guys, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna make 4 roti. Once again, I'm gonna go ahead and put some more flour down. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna pat it out like that, just like you're making a beef patty, and you just open it up, drop it inside that dough, and you start rolling. Okay, put a little bit of flour here just so it don't stick to the rolling pin. Okay, I think this is a perfect little size here. Just want to go ahead and turn it over again. Get your flour on it. And you just roll it again. Nice and gentle. This is how it's supposed to look when you're done with this. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more of this butter and cooking oil on top of this thing. This is perfect to do things like this and to make pancake and all them nice, lovely, delicious things there. But the first thing I'm going to do before I put my roti in, I'm just going to go ahead and glaze my pot. And that's going to help me from not having my thing sticking in here. I don't want my thing sticking here. I want when time I flip my thing flip it out, no problem. And put your roti in. You put the side that you glaze first in here. So you just go ahead and put it on here. And the roti is going to cook for a total of about 3 minutes. My fire is also on medium. And you go ahead and you glaze the top part. So remember guys, the part that you glaze first, you put that down in the pot when you first put it in. And then you glaze the other side. That's how this thing works. If you look closely, you can see where it's starting to swell up, right? You can see where it's starting to swell up. It's starting to rise. That's what you want. You want it to rise. And then you go ahead and you turn it on the other side. Just like this. And again, you brush this side as well. Okay, and that is also going to be cooking for about a minute on that side. So 1.5 minutes I would say on each side. So there you go guys, you can see it's getting the color that I'm looking for. That golden brown crisp color, that is what I'm looking for. It has to be that color. That's when you know you're doing the right thing, when it gets to that color. I'm going to turn it around on the other side as well. Beautiful. See that? That is just perfect. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and finish that one up. I'm going to finish the other 3, put it on a plate, and then we're going to make her see what it look like on a plate. There you go guys, the roti is all done. I made 4 for you guys. I hope you like it. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Say hello. Leave me a message. Say what's up on my Instagram page, Q2 Juliana. And as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy. I'm gonna let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it's done simmer, it's time for we eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
This is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.